My favorite part about the Maximus system and Lakes ESF is what it allows us to do as an operation. We have sows that are more content through a feeding system that allows them to eat when they want. It allows them the ability to control their day by install gestation, where everything's based on a timeline. So she chooses when she eats, she chooses when she sleeps, she chooses when she drinks. The result of this is that that sow seems to be much more comfortable in our system than previous systems. We know that with the ear tag, when it reads from the ear tag, that it's going to deliver a certain amount of feed. So that's going to monitor every single drop of feed that comes out. So we know when the sow eats, how much she eats, and it allows us to better manage her condition and to monitor her eating habits.
You can go online and look at what problems are and talk to the people that are in the barn and get an understanding of what the problem is and not have to show up and have either parts ordered if they're needed or fix it or do whatever you need to do without even going into the barn, and the people that are on the site assisting you with the actual physical part of it. It's been a light year savings for us when it comes to biosecurity.
It allows us to have that experienced help from the technicians without them actually being on site, which in turn allows them to help multiple sites. We don't have to worry about a period away from a farm. We don't have to, so that allows us an immediate response without any delay time. So it's been exceptionally beneficial to us as far as getting any system issues back on track immediately or troubleshooting any problems for us.
From a company standpoint, we've really been able to dial in on the ventilation of these barns and to pinpoint what we need to change and not so that we have it accurate. It's been the blessing to ventilation for us.
The support that we've received has been exceptional. Majority of the time when we did have an issue, there was a technician that was able to come to us, or if not, was available via phone. The remote access has now allowed them to basically be there with us when they can't be. They can troubleshoot with us, they can run more diagnostics than we can, and it's actually benefited us by giving us answers that we didn't have, leaving that asset available to us when we needed it, even if it wasn't geographically co-located with us.
If we have a problem, we can make a phone call and they're online working on it right away. If they have a hardware issue, the service person is out there within at least 12 hours. And for the most part, we can actually have parts sent to us and we can have our electrician install them or ourselves install them and fix it as fast as calling up and ordering another older controller and it taking a week to get there. This is a good system with good support.
Right off the bat, when we had farrowing up in operation, I received an alarm at night for circuit breakers, and then following that I had one of the night employees was calling to find out why room 1's system had gone down, and even just pulling up from the alarms we were able to determine what exactly it was, which fan it was. In addition to it, as we were working through our feed and determining what the feed schedule was going to be, it allowed me to be alerted in the middle of the night if other issues occurred. So it allows me to be responsive without having to be present. That allows me peace of mind and allows me to dictate what's going to happen with personnel. I can choose who needs to come in or if I need to come in, and it gives me eyes on when I'm not present.
It's more user-friendly than most of the older controllers ever could dream of. Just the fact that you can go online from anywhere or walk through the building with your iPad or your notepad and fine-tune it while you're in the environment. It's new technology, it's nice.
We have employees that range from relatively computer savvy to don't even have a computer at home, and everybody's been able to pick up the basic functions that they need to, and most of them are able to actually perform more in-depth functions with the controls.
The controller has made the environment much more conducive to good quality air, good quality environment for the animal. And so as far as impacting the animal, yes, we had better production out of these systems than we do with our older controller units.
The biggest thing we've seen is the animal's comfort with humans. So the sows prior to this, when you walk into a gestation barn, you always see the same thing. Once they see something different, they jump. In this situation now, the sows, they acknowledge your presence, but they don't move around. They accept for you to be in that pen, and they're comfortable, they're not as skittish. So the very first day that we moved in 7 pens of pen gestation, which was about 309 animals. Of those 309 animals, by early afternoon, we'd had 60% of them that had successfully fed for the very first time from the ESF feed system. And then within the evening, we were over 80% for the very first day with sows that had never seen the system before. What people expected was that there might be a decrease in production, and we saw quite the opposite. We had a relatively high standard of production to start with total borns ranging from about 15.75 all the way up to 16, and born live around 14 plus, and still weaning over 12 pigs per litter. After sows had gone through pen gestation, we saw completely similar numbers. There was no change in production, so as far as production changes or expectations, it would seem that the general market idea is that there's going to be a dip in production, but we maintained the exact same numbers for our sow operation.